Hey guys, Blue Kool-Aid here. I'm going to do a video for you. Uh, First thing we're going to talk about is this scheduled power outage for uh, some customers in California. This is all over the place, all over the news. I'm sure most of you guys have probably heard about it. The reason for them shutting the power off, and this is what they're saying, uh, is that they're having a wind event and they're afraid that if their power lines are active or hot, how we would say it, um, if they get knocked over into dry areas, it could start more wildfires. Now they've been criticized in the past for not doing this, or not doing it soon enough. So I know this is at some level this is probably a legitimate thing. I'm not saying that it's not, because it very well could be, but there are some things around this that are kind of crazy, and this is really the only reason why I'm bringing this up. But because this is something that everybody really should be aware of. But right here, and it says, PG&E has confirmed it will shut power off to 800,000 customers in Northern and Central California starting just after midnight. Now, is this a smart thing to do? Well, it depends on your perspective. Are you more afraid of wildfires getting started, or are you more afraid of people having issues that have health issues that are reliant on electricity? Now, yes, we can argue that those people should have, secondary things in place, such as, generators and all those types of things. But let's be real. Not everybody has that kind of money. Okay? So this is why this is a big deal. Elderly, you can bring in the temperature. They're not going to have any temperature control either. So whether that be cold or hot. So that could affect some things. Now they have been talking about this, and maybe people have gotten enough warning on this, but there's also other stuff that's happening in this area of the country right now that is rather strange. Okay, what I'm talking about is, and I'm going to take you over to an article here in just a second, but I will leave a link to this so you guys can check it out, and I'll also leave a link to a national power outage map that's good for any time in any place of the country. It's not just for power outages. You can get internet outages, cell phone outages. It's a pretty good website to have to be able to go to. But yeah, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, guys. This here, and I did this, mentioned this in my video a couple days ago. We are starting this draconic meteor shower. Okay, so I guess you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. I got some more to tie into this too, but there's articles all over the place about these meteor showers right now too. Is it a coincidence that they're shutting this power off almost the exact same time frame of when this meteor shower starts and when it ends? Okay, now there's two different meteor showers, but you can basically call it just one, because it's just going to kind of get slow for a minute, then it's going to ramp back up to the other meteor shower. And I think it's called that's called the Turrid meteor shower. So there you go. There's that. All right. I already explained this meteor shower and how it worked in my previous video. So go check that out if you got any questions about this. But I find it strange that is going on at the same time. They are having a wind event out there. Okay. This could be very legitimate. I'm not saying it's not. All I'm saying is that there are some things around this that cause us to question, what's actually going on. Are they not telling us completely what's happening? And I got something else I want to show you here too. I'm going to pause. All right, guys, I got you over at planetxnews.org. That's Scott's website over there. He does these articles and where I go to get my links and stuff. I've shown that multiple times. But what you're seeing here, guys, is an article he wrote. Okay, and he's reporting on this fireball that everybody's seeing. Okay, a lot of people seen anyway. This is in California. All right. So what I'm saying, and I guess we could play this video and I could show you what it actually looks like as it's coming in. I'll go ahead and play it as I'm talking. But as you guys watch this, just kind of keep in mind what's actually happening here. Okay, is this one of those things where something else is happening and they're just trying to, at some level, cover it up to, not fear the public of what could actually be happening. I'm not saying that this meteor shower is going to be horrible, or it could be absolutely nothing, really. We could see meteors or whatever. Do we know if any of it's going to hit the ground? Don't know. Just makes you wonder if they've got some information that they're not sharing with us, that they think that maybe at some level. Well, look, it went straight to that other article about the power outage. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, at some level, are they just trying to, keep the public calm while there might be some risk of a bigger meteor or something kind of hitting the ground? I don't know. It also could be maybe they know something's going to hit the ground there, and they're going to say that, who knows, that, hey, this is why this fire started, was because these power lines got knocked down. Maybe it's from a meteor. Who knows? Okay, and I'm not saying any of that's going to happen. All I'm saying is that there's a lot around this that really needs to be talked about a little bit. Because you start shutting power off for 5 days, 800,000 customers, you better have a good reason. I mean, just simple as that. This also brings up the subject that, hey, this shows how dependent we are on electricity. So keep that in mind when you're talking about CMEs. That's why we report on this, and that's why we talk about this stuff. This is the stuff that could happen with a big CME. Power could go off and stay off for a very long time. Okay? So, and maybe this is one of those things where they're just kind of testing the waters out because they know something's coming in the future. I don't know. All that is part of the conversation, and I think it needs to be part of the conversation so we can actually figure out what's going on. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. All right, guys, I'm going to give you an update on this Schumann thing we've been talking about too. That anomaly I was showing you guys right down in here turned into a solid line. Okay, remember how it was hash marking, and it's a solid line. A couple interesting things that's happened. Well, it's turned back into this. Okay, now does that mean anything? Again, I still haven't figured out what this is. Haven't got a reply from the email I sent off, anything like that yet. I'm still waiting to see if this is something that is a tool flaw or whatever. And I explained to you guys why I think it's probably not. But, that is what it is. Something else that's strange. You see this black? That's missing data. I've only seen that one other time on this tool. Okay? Does that mean anything? Who knows? But, it's worth noting that, hey, we didn't get to see what the Schumann was right there because there is no data there. That's why it's black. But, like I said, I've only seen that one other time. Now, it could have happened multiple times before I started watching this tool. I really don't know. But I just think it's noteworthy, not to mention that right around that happened is when the I'm just going to call it the Schumann code thing, I guess. I don't know what to call it right now. That's when all that started happening again. Okay, because we saw the line up until there, and then we started back with this. Now, again, I haven't been able to put any kind of letters or numbers or anything together off of what these hash marks are, like if it was Morse code or if it was some other sort of code. I haven't been able to do that, so I don't know what's going on here. So, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. All right, guys, this is the ACE graph I show you guys a lot. It's over at Space Weather. I use it in my model updates at the end of my videos. Now, we had a little event here, okay? See, this is what I call popcorn. Basically what that means is we had some fluctuations in the wind speed and density. Drastic changes very shortly, like pulses or just consistent, winds coming and going. Solar winds is what I'm talking about. Density and charged particles, right? Well, the phi angle here, and again, I know I haven't come out with the whole definition for the phi angle, but just know that when that flips, goes from like the negative part becomes the positive part of the phi angle, that does flip, and it does it quite often actually. When that happens, you'll see this, and it does affect our magnetosphere when it does it. It's also been related to earthquake seismic activity. Okay, so when that angle's changing and jumping around a lot right there, that definitely points us to, hey, we need to be paying attention. Now, at the same time that was doing that, the density was doing some upticking, pretty strong upticking actually, and so did the solar wind and the temperature. So all four of those reacted at the same time. So, what happened there? Something happened there. Now, was it a coronal hole? I tracked it back, guys, and I don't know that it was a coronal hole. It was hard to tell. If it was a coronal hole, it was a very, very small one. I'm kind of thinking that this is more of a maybe cosmic rays. But typically a cosmic ray burst is just really short and fast. But, I'm not saying that a cosmic ray couldn't last for a few hours right here. Multiple ones back to back to back or something maybe. But that's what you're looking at here. You're looking at, let's see here, what's the time frame? 8 to like 12 or 1400 hours. So you're looking at 4 to 6 hours, probably more like 5. So is it possible we could get cosmic rays like that? Yeah, I think so. But something else we have to keep in mind that we haven't been talking about a whole lot is the reaction of our Planet X object system that reacts with the electromagnetic field of the sun. And we've been talking about that a lot. We were talking about that quite often. And we need to, keep that in mind that can happen too, which could send stuff this way. So, that is what it is. But yeah, now I got something I'm going to show you here too that I found extremely interesting that I have never seen before. Okay, guys, I seen this yesterday. Okay, this is the pressure graph, the magnetosphere, the one that's in my model update. The sun's off to the left here. Okay, that's why this one looks reversed than what the other model I show you guys a lot. We have been getting hits on our magnetosphere, okay, and pretty strong ones at that. But our uptick in the solar wind is not hardly even moving, okay. So that tells me that it has to be more of a density related. Okay, so the solar wind didn't go up much, but we can still get hits if it is high dense material, particles, however you want to put it. So, but as I was watching this is yesterday, last night, early in the morning, what have you, at 10:08 at 10 UTC. If you guys look at the timestamp up there at the top right, I've seen something I've never seen. And it's really, really strange. Okay, this is the pressure, like I said, the pressure graph. What you're going to see is a solid line of about middle pressure on this graph come our way, hit our shields out here, and like disappear. Okay, and then a few minutes later we react to something that was behind it. Now I don't know what the heck this is. Okay, I don't think this is not typical activity that we see. All right, this was a fairly strong burst of something. Okay, I don't know what it was or what have you, but this is something that we have to look into. And this is something that really is very, very strange. So, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this, but I have to explain to you guys how this part of this graph actually works. Okay, now if you look out here where our bow shock is, what you're seeing is the pressure, where the pressure is at. Okay, in other words, where we're pushing against the sun and the solar wind, and where the sun's pushing against us, that middle point is what you're seeing. Basically, it's heat, where those two meet, and sometimes it gets wider and stretches out different directions because it generates more heat and it goes certain directions, those kinds of things. On this map, when we see this, our bow shock move, almost 90% of the time, you see nothing out in front first. Okay? Most of the time, you just see it kind of appear, and then it'll kind of do this wave thing like it does. All right? And we'll see that too. But for this to happen all the way across the screen, and for it to hit our shields, and then kind of like it just dissipated. It was something crazy I have never seen before. Okay, so we're going to play it. Okay, did you guys see that? And then what's strange is we didn't react to it right away. All right, now you see that. That actually happened after from a different wave, and I'll show you. Okay, I want to try to stop it here again on the right spot. Okay, right about. See how we're waving right there? And what I will say, I'll back it up a little bit. Notice that when that pressure showed up, nothing happened out here in front. We just started turning red right here. Okay. See that? So, why would it have to do this? Watch. Okay, you see right out in front of it and how the pressure's changing all the way across the screen? Then it goes to no pressure. Now watch this. We extend out a little bit. Pretty decent sized hits going on there. All right. Okay, it's getting ready to happen. Okay, see how we got pressure right there with nothing coming from the front at first? That's what we typically see. Okay, and then here comes our anomaly. I don't know what this is. Okay, this is very, very strange. Because if you look, see how we are not reacting at all to this thing. Okay, that really bothers me because I don't know what the heck this is. And watch, it doesn't make it. It doesn't make it through. Typically, when we see like waves of stuff come, you'll see it hit our bow shock, our shield, and at least on the top and bottom, it continues on. This one just completely disappears. I have never seen this. See that? I'll back it up and we'll just watch it. Watch it in full speed here. Okay, what the heck causes that? That's what I want to know. Because whatever it is not normal to what we typically see. We'll watch it again. See that? Okay. You guys see that? I mean, I'm trying to stop it in a spot where it'll... Okay, there's the anomaly. Notice how we're not doing anything. Now watch it hit. And then it just disappears. And nothing happened. I have no idea what that is, guys. I'm completely puzzled here. I'm not sure if it was some sort of wave of whatever, but it definitely is not something that we've seen before. So I wanted to bring that to you. I thought it was really interesting, and I'm still trying to figure out what that is. Obviously, I'm still trying to pay attention to the Schumann resonance and that little code thing it's doing. And yeah, this power outage thing, meteor showers, guys, it's happening right now. Go check out those meteor sites I was showing you. There's 2 different ones. They're easy to find. I'll leave links. But yeah, God bless. Yeshua saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid. Sorry, guys, one more thing. Hey, if you guys have any requests of what kind of music you guys want to hear on the model updates, just put it down in the comment section. I had a one of you guys suggested doing a Cream song because their drummer passed away. I'll be putting that in the next video, but this one doesn't have that. But if you guys want to hear something specific, just put it down in the comment section. I'll check it out, and I'll try to incorporate it into the model updates. All right, guys. God bless. Yeshua saves, and you can drink this Kool-Aid.
your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him sometimes you wonder if this fight is worthwhile. The precious moments are all lost in the tide. Yeah, just swept away. Nothing is what it seems. Feeling a belonging to your dreams. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him and there are voices that want to be heard. So much to mention, but you can't find the words. There's scented magic, the beauty that's deep. The love was wilder than the wind. Listen to your heart. Take a listen till he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Take a listen. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before. Listen to your heart. Take a listen till he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. Take a listen. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Take a listen to. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. I don't